This is our third lecture on results of divergent sequences. In the last two lectures in this topic, results on divergent sequences, we have seen some results. Now this is the last lecture on this topic, results on divergent sequences. We will see few more results. So the first result which we are going to prove is this: let Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity be a non-decreasing sequence of real numbers which is not upper bounded. Note that it is already lower bounded because it is non-decreasing. It is lower bounded by its first term, that is S1. Be a sequence of real numbers which is not upper bounded, then Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity diverges to infinity. Proof. So a sequence which is non-decreasing and not upper bounded diverges to infinity. As Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity, this sequence is non-decreasing. We have the relation S1 is less equal to S2, S2 is less equal to S3, and so on. Say this is first statement. Take m greater than 0. We have to establish that limit of Sn is infinity, and for that purpose we begin by taking m greater than 0. Then m cannot be upper bound of Sn because it is not upper bounded. Means there is no upper bound for S, for sequence Sn. Cannot be upper bound of Sn, sequence Sn. So there is at least one term Sn. So there is Sn such that, better I'll write in this fashion, there is n belongs to I such that at least one term is greater than m, that is Sn is greater than m. Call this as second result. Because if all terms are less equal to m, then m will be upper bound, but m is not upper bound. So from first and second we can write, from first and second we can write that n is, can write in this fashion, Sn plus 2 is greater or equal to Sn plus 1 is greater or equal to Sn, and it is greater than m. So all terms onwards n, that is Sn plus 1, Sn plus 2 are greater than m. That is n is greater equal to n implies Sn is greater than m. Thus, for every m greater than 0, there exists n belongs to I such that n is greater than or equal to n implies Sn is greater than m. Hence, by definition of sequence which diverges to infinity, we can write limit of Sn is infinity, that is Sn diverges to infinity. This completes the proof. So in words, we could describe this statement as a non-decreasing and non-upper bounded sequence of real numbers, a non-decreasing and non-upper bounded sequence of real numbers, non-decreasing and non-upper bounded sequence of real numbers diverges to infinity. We will have similar result for non-increasing and non-lower bounded. This is our next result. So proof is going to be similar. I will modify statement as well as proof. Let us see the next result. Let Sn be a non-increasing, it is non-increasing sequence of real numbers which is not lower bounded. It is not lower bounded. Then Sn diverges to minus infinity. So as Sn is non-increasing, it is non-increasing, we have to write S1 is greater equal to S2, S2 is greater equal to S3 and so on. So this relation. Again we begin by taking m greater than 0. M cannot be lower bound. In fact, I'll write minus m because I have to prove that Sn diverges to minus infinity. Then minus m cannot be lower bound of Sn. So there is Sn belongs to I such that Sn is less than minus m. There should be at least one term which is less than minus m, because if all terms are greater equal to minus m, then minus m will be lower bound, but minus m is not lower bound. So there is at least one term, say Sn, which is less than minus m. From 1 and 2, if we combine, we can write that all terms onwards m are less than minus m. So with these suitable changes in the proof from first and second, we can definitely write this. Sn plus 2 is less equal to Sn plus 1. Sn plus 1 is less equal to Sn and is less than minus m. That is, n is greater equal to n implies that Sn is less than minus m. Thus, for every m greater than 0, there is n belongs to I such that whenever n is greater equal to n, Sn is less than minus m. By definition of a sequence which diverges to minus infinity, we can write that limit of Sn as n tends to infinity is minus infinity. So So this proves that Sn is equal to 1 to infinity diverges to minus infinity. This is our next result which we have proved. A non-increasing and non-lower bounded sequence and non-lower bounded sequence of real numbers diverges to infinity. Numbers diverges to minus infinity. In earlier lecture, we had proved two more results. A non-decreasing and upper bounded sequence of real numbers converges to its supremum, and non-increasing and upper and lower bounded sequence of real numbers converges to its infimum. These are two more results. So we have four results for monotone sequences. These are two. Non-increasing and non-upper bounded diverges to infinity. Non-increasing and non-lower bounded diverges to minus infinity. For the sake of clarity and revision, let me write those two statements as well. So that will complete the topic of monotone sequences. Their convergence as well as divergence we have seen. So let me quote these two more results. Third result, a non-decreasing and upper bounded sequence of real numbers is convergent. Non-decreasing and upper bounded sequence of real numbers is convergent. And it converges to what? Converges to its supremum. And the final statement, if you remember these four results for monotone sequences, it will be better for your understanding. So remember these four results for monotone sequences. A non-increasing lower bounded sequence of real numbers converges to its infimum. A non-increasing and lower bounded sequence of real numbers converges to its infimum. So these are four important results for convergence and divergence of monotone sequences. You remember all these four results. In next lecture, we will see some other topic in continuation to this convergence and divergence of real numbers. Thank you.